Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video, and thanks for watching. Thank you to my day ones that keep me focused and keep me out of trouble. Thank you to all of the new subscribers and everyone that's keeping the comment section busy. Thank you so much. So let's get to it, y'all. Today I wanted to talk about who gave that green go, that go light. Let's do it. Who gave the go ahead for them to get rid of Mo3? And before you can answer this question, you have to go back to the beginning. You have to go back to the perfect storm that started it all, really, in the first place, which was some haters. Okay. Mo3 thought that Trap Away Now was his friends. We all have went through the same thing, that we've thought certain people was our friends and they really wasn't, that we grew up with or was around, or family members that that really don't like you. We all have them. It's funny how Trap Boy he made this video and he was talking about Mo3, saying that he used to be his boy, they was cool or whatever. But and then a little bit on in the interview, he was like, he can't tell me who to talk to. Well, you know what, Trap Boy, when you have a circle of friends and somebody infiltrates that circle, and it's easy for you to walk away from the person that was your allegedly friend and go with the person that hates him or is jealous of him, then you wasn't a friend in the first place. People, I say it all the time, people are fond of their own kind, and that's why it was so easy for this guy to come in and plant that seed with Trap Boy and everybody else that jumped on the bandwagon and wanted to hate on Mo3, wanted to stop his money, messing with his shows. They didn't want to perform with him and all of this. Like I said, it was a perfect storm. And everybody just started falling in line once that seed was planted. And when I was looking at the performance that, he had, and Goyeo was standing next to him, and the way he was looking at him, and it was like he was just in a deep thought, that he was trying to think of whatever way he could to bring him down and stop his talent. And it was just weird. I took some pictures of just, screenshots of the way he was even looking at him. It was also like a female in the background. She was like off to the side, and she was giving him some crazy looks as well. But I think I got a screenshot of her too. But I'm going to leave. I'm going to try to put some pictures all through the video. I'm going to try to put some clips up of like videos that I found very interesting in this whole thing. When you think about who was behind this whole thing, you have to think about who stood to gain the most out of this whole situation. And I just been sitting back watching and looking at all like the new videos that's coming out dissing him, other people that's coming out that really don't have anything to do with the situation, I don't believe, but they're jumping into the situation because they want to make it look like all of us are jumping on here singing about him. They're trying to make it look like, throw people off from the whole situation. So that's what I get from like some of the videos that's popping up. Another thing that caught my eye was someone said that if you're from Dallas, you already know that Dallas is about fashion. And the people that's from Dallas, they don't like to be like caught in the same outfit or, you know, clothes that the next person is in. So they big on, you know, one person wearing the outfit, not a whole bunch of people wearing the same thing. So right after Mo3 died, it was like you started seeing videos of people with the same pants as the, you know, the shooter and the same underwear. So that was like red flags for me for people to be trying to throw people off as far as that. And like I said, the diss songs that are coming out, were more people trying to you know, throw a little disses on there and talk about Mo. Um, Another thing that's getting to me is bloggers are getting involved in this whole thing. As far as, you know, I know for a fact that one blogger was sent information and they chose to sit on it. They didn't want to tell their subscribers or their viewers, you know, or let them see the other side of these people. They wanted to kind of hide it. And I do believe they went and told the people, you know, that the information came out on, you know, that information was out there, that somebody was trying to, you know, push it around. But they was trying to get somebody to acknowledge it, to let them see that these people aren't who they say they are. Another blogger, he got on his platform and he was like, why don't you all stop talking about Mo3 and all of this stuff and leave it alone and all of this? Why would we stop talking about something until there's justice for what happened to this man? Then there's pictures popping up with them hanging out with the person that allegedly had something to do with his murder. So go figure. You know, people are getting involved in something that it's sad. It's very, you know, discouraging that people are taking sides with the haters and the killers that allegedly killed Mo3. People that were fake, pretending to be his friends. These are who people are taking sides with. And I just find that, you know, I know both sides did wrong. I know that. But who started this mess? The haters. They started it. And they made sure they finished it. Like I said before. As far as Beto, and it's another name that's popping up, Certez. I'm hearing he was another former HSM member that I guess they decided not to really deal with. And of course, he was going to join the Opps. Everybody that, you know, wasn't going to make it, or Mo3 and Rainwater wasn't supporting their career, they all joined forces. Like I said, perfect storm. Now, when you think about, like I said, all of this whole situation, you have to think about who stood to gain. Now, a lot of people were saying that Boosie has something to do with it and Rainwater. I know why now that people were saying that Boosie had something to do with it, but I still don't believe he did. And I do believe that when he was shot, that it was a warning. It was a warning to let him know, you know, back off before you be next. And it's bigger than you. It's bigger than your street cred. And that's what I got from that. So they wanted him to back off because he was kind of peed off about it. He still is. He's peed off about them getting rid of Mo. Now, I did find out that when Boosie got out of jail, that, people were telling him to go check Mo out. So that's what he did. He checked Mo out. And I do believe that Mo 3 was making really, really, really bad business deals, even if he had a lawyer. I do believe he was making bad business deals. He was signing with people that really wasn't in a position that he thought they were to help him. Now, for the love of me, I did not understand why Boosie signed Mo 3 and Boosie is signed to Empire. um, but he signed Mo 3. And right after he signed Mo 3, he turned around and took Mo 3 to Empire, so that they can get a piece of him as well. Now, as far as him signing with Boosie, I don't think it was the kind of deal that he signed with Empire. And I've been learning different deals that they give out, like the 360 deal, the 2080 deal, the 50/50 deal. I've been learning a little bit about distribution and label, signing with the label and going into a partnership. So the majority of the time when people sign with a label and they go into a partnership, they have pretty much gassed them up. In other words, to feel that that's the better deal for them in the long run, and they can be a partner in this. And I sit back for the last couple of days and I've just watched. I watched videos. I've did a lot of reading, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat this video at all. I'm not gonna do it because it is what it is. Mo 3 was killed, and a lot of people were saying that it was bigger than, the gangs. It was bigger than the haters. It was bigger than a lot of things. And I finally realized why they were saying that. Mo 3, he didn't have a chance, y'all. He didn't have a chance whatsoever. And his biggest problem was so many people. So many people they were hating on him. They was jealous of him. They was jealous of his talent. They really didn't like him. And it was to the point that so many people didn't like him. Rappers that was trying to come up in the game, that it was just so many of them that it could be a camouflage for other things. I'm going to say it like that. So, since I made my last video, I've seen new videos fall out. Trap Boy made some more music. Dissing Mo 3. A couple more people. And I also saw the video with Yellow Beezy and Erica Banks. And how ironic is that for somebody that him to make a song with have the same last name as the girl that allegedly set Mo 3 up, Banks. Now I don't know if she's some kin to them. I don't know that. I think they say she's from Dallas, but she's in a song. She's in a song with Yellow. And in this song, they're talking about the same thing that I said in my video. That a message went out. In the song, they're saying in the song, a message was sent. They're mentioning the chains, which, like I said, the babies had his chains on. And then they said he got shot. So, they're still mentioning him in, the songs. And was this a payout for her, to put her on since they set this mess up? It's a shame we in this, like, day and time that people are out here killing each other and they're rapping about it. Not only is they rapping about it, they turn around and they just keep teasing the family members, the mothers, the sisters, the kids, the whoever that they kill. They're teasing them about the death. And it just amazed me that a blogger want us to be quiet about it. And then now you got pictures with them. That amazes me. And I just lost all kind of respect for this person when I saw that. Because it's like, this is why everything gets brushed under the rug. Every time they do something to one of us, it gets brushed under the rug. And these people are looked up to. Like they did something so very special. Now, let's get back to Mo 3. November 18th was supposed to be his album release. He said that right before he passed, he said he had signed a deal 3 months ago. Okay? He had signed the label deal. Now, there were people jumping on the line and they were saying that he shouldn't have did that. That he just signed his life away. And that he was going to be broke and this and that. Well, he did sign his life away, y'all. He really did. And it's a lot more of them that's doing it. I went on here on the computer and I was looking up the CEO of Empire. And I went to his page. And when I went to his page, he had so many rappers acting like he's a god or something, just praising him for everything that he's done for them. I watched an interview of this guy that he did. He did one, I think, in 2016, talking about the music industry. And when I was watching it, I got a flashback of Martin Lawrence when him and Gina, they was talking about Tommy, not having a job or whatever. And when he lied, he scratched his head. And they was like bald face lie because he was like scratching his head. But I watched him do this whole interview. And when he got to certain parts, he was like, he'll scratch his head or something, or he'll give you, you could tell his whole demeanor changed. He set up on his interview, and not just this interview, another interview he did in like 2018 or something like that. But I'm going to just mix them both together, and I'm going to leave some clips in here of some of the things that he was saying. But he was saying that, he started doing this. He didn't started doing it for the money. But it's amazing that he's like filthy rich now. He said he don't do it for the money. He did it to help, people that he grew up with and rappers so that they can have longevity in this and, be able to take care of their families and, live basically, which is the total opposite of what's really going on right now. Now, he also said that they were talking about when you sign somebody, the 2080 deal or whatever, they were saying like, what are you getting out of it, and you're giving them money up front for, certain things or, for signing with you. And They were asking him what he get out of it. So basically, he was saying that he get their masters. Now, it's a lot of this going on, y'all. I want you all to think about Prince, that he fought his record label all those years, and then he finally got his masters, and he went and signed a deal with Jay-Z, the biggest satanic person out here. You know, he signed a deal with him. And when he signed a deal with him, Title or whatever his stream is, he ends up dead. And then Jay-Z ends up having all the rights to his music. Same thing with Nipsey. Nipsey was very intelligent. When this Ghazi guy, when he talks, it reminds me of Nipsey and how smart he was. And, they had similar backgrounds with computers and apps and, you know, all of that. This Ghazi guy, he pretty much talked like Nipsey. Like they talked alike, both of them. Like they had, grew up together, it seemed like it, because they knew similar things. And I think where Nipsey fell short was he started telling everybody all his ideas and everything that, he was thinking of and his money ideas. And he told the wrong people. And they started listening and they figured that they could take those ideas and they could get rich off of them. And soon as he signed a deal with Jay-Z, he ended up dead. Now, people want to say that these people, these higher ups, are not the ones doing this, but they're plugged with all of these other guys. They're plugged with these neighborhood guys, especially the ones that's like out here in gangs. They're plugged with them. This Ghazi guy, he on his interview, he said he's, out here. He's out here in the midst of everything. He's at the, barbershops. He's at the strip clubs. He's everywhere. This is what he's saying. That he knows everything that's going on out here in these streets. So, not only do that stick in my head, it also sticks in my head that all of these guys look up to him. A lot of them. They look up to this man like he's a god or something. And if he didn't want something to happen, I don't think that it would, to a certain extent. Now, another thing that sticks out to me, a lot of guys like, say Young Boy NBA Young Boy, whatever you call it. These people that signing deals and, having record labels and all of this stuff now, these guys are the people that signing with their record labels. They are pretty much in groups. Like, it's them against, the next record label. It's not people that's in the same record label that's feuding. Now, I noticed something when I started looking up this Ghazi guy. I'm trying to remember his name. He's signing people that feuds with each other. It's just like when XXX Extinction, when he was signed with Empire, and they were already working with the Migos. I found that odd that you're signing people that's into it with each other. They're ops. And as soon as Extinction start, dealing with Empire and signs this deal, the Migos jumped them. They jumped on him. Right after they jumped on him, he ends up dead. Now, I know they wanted to make it look like a robbery, but somebody is giving the red light, the green light on these guys. Somebody is doing this, y'all. It's no ifs, ands, buts about it. Somebody is doing this. Now, yeah, we know Trap Boy and Yellow Beezy and all of them. We knew they was into it. We knew a lot was going on with them. But who said go ahead now? I was sitting back thinking about everybody was saying like who all knew this and who all knew that. They saying Rainwater knew where he was. They're saying, and of course Josie, because he had just left her house. So they about know where route he was going to take to get to the expressway or whatever. There was also somebody else that knew, you know, where he was going. And I've learned something from this Ghazi guy. This guy, he's very private. He likes to keep a lot of things private. A lot of people that you think are independent artists, you find out later they wasn't independent as they thought they were. Why do when he signs a deal with these people, he want them to be quiet about it? He don't want nobody to know that he signed a deal with them. And every time you hear anything about them, oh, he's independent, he's this, he's that, and he makes these people believe they're independent. But if you have rights to their masters, when they sign a deal with you, they're not really independent anymore. Another thing that I've noticed about this guy is this is so sick, y'all. It's very sick. His symbol. This symbol that all of these rappers are sitting back looking at this man and looking up to him like he's so very special. And when they look at that symbol, it looks so innocent. It looks like a Monopoly thing, like, you know, symbol. And that's what they think of it as. But I'm going to post some pictures for y'all to let you know that this man is as demonic. He make Jay-Z and them look like, you know, church people. This guy is into some really deep crap. And that symbol says it all. It really does. And out of all the symbols out here, why would you have a symbol that's so close to something so demonic and just out there? Wow. Another thing I want to talk about, y'all. I want to talk about this movie deal that nobody talks about. I want to talk about why nobody talks about this movie deal. This movie deal, let me find it, that made him sign probably that paperwork. Because think about it, y'all. If you go to a meeting and they're ready to put you on and offering you a movie deal, that's just going to make you just really be pushing for to go on and sign this deal. When somebody is telling you all the right things that you want to hear. Now, for this movie deal to not even be talked about right now is a red flag to me. What's the name of the movie he was about to be in? If the movie was going to be shot in Dallas. Was it going to be shot in Dallas? Because they said that he was on his way to the movie deal. Not the movie deal, but to the set when he was leaving from there. He was supposed to be going to do the movie. So why ain't anybody talking about it? Like, what's the name of the movie? Who was the person that told him about the movie? That got him the deal for it? Like, I would like to know this. And the reason why I want to know this is it seemed like that movie deal was the icing on the cake for him to sign that label deal. I'm just saying. The person that he signed that label deal with, they would know he was on his way to that set and what time. So this, to me, screams out something so much sinister than we think it is. Now, I want you to look at something I'm going to post. And I want you to see this symbol that this man represents. The symbol that he represents another symbol that's so very close to that one. And it's called Trendkill Records. Okay? Trendkill. The symbol is so similar. Oh my God, it's so close that it's just, it's very odd. But if you're not digging and being nosy like I am, you wouldn't pay it any attention. Anyway, Trendkill, Pantera tribute band. So they did a tribute album, and I just want you to, I'm gonna name a few things that's on this Trendkill. Okay, and they talks about Southern Trendkill. That's like where almost all of these people are, rappers are coming up, getting killed at in the South, right, y'all? Some of the stuff that's on here, I'm trying to find it. That's on this Pantera tribute to Trendkill. Trendkill. It's like what's trending right now. What's trending right now, y'all? Rappers beefing and killing each other. Ain't that a trend? What's going on right now? Trendkill. It represents, I'm going to just name a few things that the symbol represents that people don't pay no attention to. But they all want to get signed with Empire. Dementia. Exile. Let me burn. Father of lies. End of flesh. Hate creation. Breeding violence. This is what this symbol represents. Devilment. Soul work. Decapitated. This is all the things that's tied to the symbol. Hate breed. Havoc. Municipal waste. Annihilator. Ghost, hell, obituary. Venom, prison. Possessed. Arch enemy, Megadeth. This is what's associated with Trendkill. This is what's associated with it. Now, back to artists that's signing people that beef with each other. I noticed that 42 Doug, he signed with Empire. 42 Doug is Yellow Beezy's guy. They made a song, Solid, together right before Mo3 was killed. So there's the ties. Empire's guy, all he had to do was put something in somebody's ear, didn't he? Put something in somebody's ear and say, he done already signed the papers now. Do what y'all gotta do. Hmm? Wouldn't that be a green light? I'm gonna put some pictures up of this guy, Ghazi. And y'all tell me what y'all think. I want y'all to look at this man. I mean, really look at him. And tell me what y'all think. He has recruiters. He has a lot of rappers that he signed that recruit other artists for him. Somebody left a post on his page. I went back to try to find it and it wasn't there, but I did take a screenshot of it on my phone. But I want to read it to you all. It says, Empire Records are straight snakes. They get rappers beefing and keeping up bull, for streams. And the CEO, Ghazi Shami, has his network hidden from the public. Only 10 years in the business, and every major artist is through them. It really surprised me that so many people were signing with this man. And as a mother, and they son come home and they say, I just signed with Empire. And they're thinking that they done did something real special. They done made it. Have they? Do it even matter if you do a 360 deal or a 2080 deal or even a 50-50 deal? Do it even matter if you do a deal like this with this man if you die? What does it mean after you're gone and you've signed a deal with them? Mo3 left that meeting so happy, thinking he was on top of the world, about to be in a movie and everything. Was it even really a movie? Was that a lie to get him signed? Because nobody's talking about the movie. I've not heard one person say what was the name of the movie that he was about to be in. I haven't heard it yet. And I've been looking long and hard. Try to find out what movie was Mo about to be in. I started going through just years and years of all the rappers that done died. Oh, it's so many. It's so many, y'all. Every year, it's getting worse and worse and more each year. And they're not all signed with the same label. They signed with different ones. For a couple of years, Ghazi, he studied. He studied rap and artists. And not only did he study, he got people taking classes, y'all. He got people taking classes. just so they can learn the art of rap and the history, so they can come and get on a black person's platform and sit there and talk to them about their music and make it seem like they're one of them. This guy, I hope I'm saying his name right, Nima Etminan. Oh, that sounds, I can't even say it, y'all, because I know y'all gonna be like, no, she can't, did she just? But Nima Etminan, Etminan, Etminan. What does that sound like to y'all, y'all? What does that sound like to y'all? Anyway, this guy, I'm gonna post it up here because I want y'all to see the difference in him. He goes to this show, someone's show on, it's a YouTube video, and he's talking like he's one of the fellas, like he one of the guys that grew up in the hood, like he from the project, y'all. Talking about all the rap artists, you know, he grew up listening to and all of this. And this guy that's interviewing him, one of them, he act like he's just mesmerized by him talking. When they said the gift of gab, this is what it meant, y'all. This is what it meant. Then I looked at another video he's in, and he's in another country. I believe he's in another country, and he's talking to them in, I think it's Arabic language. If I'm saying it right, I hope I am, because I don't want to offend anybody. But yeah, but I think that's the language he's saying it in. So you can't really understand what he's saying, but I just want you to look at his demeanor, and you're gonna understand a few words that he's saying when he's talking about this, you know, some of the celebrities. But his whole demeanor is different than when he was talking to those black guys. I'm also gonna post a few things about Mo3 signing with the record label deal, and something that he said. He said something about yeah, I had my lawyer. You think I'm not gonna go with my lawyer? And then in one of these other videos, this guy that I'm talking about, Nima Etminan, he's gonna say it really doesn't matter if you have a lawyer with you, because most lawyers, they want you to sign that big deal, which that's what Mo3 signed. He said they want you to sign that big deal so that they can get their nice little payoff for the signing. So they want you to sign that big label deal. And like I said, they tricked Mo3 into signing his record label that he was building. Now, for the love of me, I don't understand this. I don't know what he had to sign to Boosie for if Boosie wasn't going to be the one that put him on. If Boosie wasn't going to do anything but take him to somebody else, couldn't he have just paid him to take him to somebody else and not have him with his hand in the cookie jar too? Every time he makes some money, he makes some money. I didn't understand that. Then if Empire was going to put Mo3 on the way they gassed him up to think that they were going to put him on, then why did he have to sign his record label over to them too? Why did HSM have to have anything to do with the deal? Because if they would have gave him, like they said, worldwide, you know, publicity, wasn't that automatically gonna put his guys on too? Because if he's worldwide, then of course he was gonna have his boys being worldwide with him. So they shouldn't have even been connected to that deal. But the lawyer let that happen. And this guy, Nima Etminan, he's sitting here laughing, talking about, I think he was laughing at that part, But he was saying that the lawyers, they don't care about those deals. They just want to get their big payout so they can go about their business. Now, I want to also talk about something else. I want to talk about Josie. Some things that I've been finding out about her. Now, word on the street was she was a gang member. She was affiliated with the gangs as well. Now, they were saying that she was, I think, a Crip. Um, and I do believe, you know, that's the same thing that his ops were. So, why people doubting this, I don't know. That all of this is tied, but it is. Um, then I heard another thing. I heard that Mo3 was pretty much leaving Dallas. So that gives her motive. If he's about to leave Dallas and he's about to go back to his baby's mother and be with her, don't you think that kind of bothered her? Don't you think that that's why it was a rush? The paperwork was out the way, and only thing they had to do was give it the okay. Before he could find out that this movie probably deal that wasn't even a movie, because I don't hear anything about it, so I don't know. Before he could find out that that was all bullcrap to get you to sign some papers, the setup began. Right when you get from out of town, from signing your deals or doing everything that you were doing, everything else you were doing, because maybe that's why he went out of town for the movie deal. I don't know. But like I said he had signed a deal 3 months prior. What connections does Empire have with the people that wanted to get rid of Mo3? And I know the people are coming out the woodwork saying, oh, some older guy just came out and they were saying that he was his grandfather, or I don't know, his daddy of the streets. I don't know. But they were saying that he owed Trap Boy and them some money, and that's why they got rid of Mo. I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. How you gonna get rid of Mo? For if that's the case, they would have been got rid of Mo. It wouldn't have been about the hate that it was. They wouldn't have had to kill Bubba and all of that. They would have just killed Mo if it was about some money. They wanted to hurt Bubba, and I mean, they wanted to hurt Mo in every way they could. That's why they killed Bubba. That's why they took out Roy Lee. Now I know that they say Mo3 allegedly shot someone in the club, but if some people coming at you and you got to shoot your way out the club, you got to do what you got to do. If you got to get out of there alive. And then you know, I wasn't there, so whoever was killed or whoever was shot, was their part of, you know, trying to do something to him in the club? I don't know. But the more that people wanted Mo, the more that people wanted Mo out the way. And people can talk about, oh, Rainwater was counting his pockets. I beg to differ. I think Yellow Beezy was counting his pockets. I think Goyeo and Beto was counting his pockets. I think Josie was counting his pockets. Because they was just fueling the hate. Then I found out that that wasn't the only time that she sent the picture out. Now, apparently she sent pictures out or messages out several times. So one time she sent a picture out, that same picture with the chains. She sent that out so that she can make, you know, Baby daddy and them mad or jealous, whatever. Then she sent out a message before someone left this information, and I looked like, wow, this is something that she did a lot. So allegedly, he was at her house playing Connect 4 and he beat her or something. And she went on social media, Facebook, and she posted, you know, Mo 3 is not going to beat me in my house anymore. The whole message was petty and it didn't make any sense, but this is what this girl is about. She's about tricking on people. And then somebody else said something to me that got me. They said that Mo 3 was paying her for information. So she was going back telling Mo 3 stuff about, his ops. That her mama, Miss T, act like she don't even know them. So why would Mo 3 be paying her for information about somebody that she don't know? But she was paying. No. She was paying. She was paid, allegedly, money so she can tell him what's going on with the ops. Now, was she really giving him information that he could use? Was she really giving him information that he could use and go back and be like, okay, I know this on them and they don't know I know this? Or was she just sending him off? Who was she really loyal to, them or him? He was leaving. He was out of there. And she knew it. I had to get that bag before he left, though. She had to get that bag before he go. So, we got to ask ourselves a few questions. This record label, he said in the beginning, he was helping out artists like Kendrick Lamar and people like that. He was signing R&B artists like Lil Bubblegum artists, And then all of a sudden, now, the only people that this guy signs is controversial artists. If they're not beefing with somebody and trending and killing and singing about killing, he don't want them. Not really. And it's a part on this video that this guy, Nima, whatever his name is, Etmanan, he's going to say something that really catches your attention. He's going to say, or the guy is going to say something to him. They're going to be like, no, he's going to say, somebody said to me, and it's amazing that he even brought this up. Somebody said to me that when the artist died right after you all then signed them, that's the big payday for y'all. And he said, it ain't about, the money. I'd rather them, the artists be still here and blah, blah, blah. I just want y'all to hear that part too. So if he's admitting he works for Empire and he's his right-hand man, pretty much, because he has the gift of gab. He makes everybody comfortable, make them feel like, they have their best interests at heart. They're signing them up for a deal of a lifetime. And this guy sit there and admit it, that somebody told him it's a big payday for y'all when somebody dies. Now, for the love of me, maybe back a couple years ago, maybe some years back, somebody could have came and said that to me if I was an artist and said, I can put you out there worldwide, recognition, all of that. And then I would have been like, But due to the fact now that we are in the day and age of the internet, all this social media stuff, if you're good, you're gonna be known nationwide anyway. It's people that does videos on YouTube and they're not even artists and they're known around the world. So why do you need to sign your life away to somebody just so they can spread the word? Why do you need to sign over your masters to this man? Every time you do a deal with him, your masters is on the line. Something is wrong with this picture, y'all. Something is wrong with the fact that this man says that he's looking out for the rappers, that he has their best interests at heart, and he said this for years, and things has gotten worse and worse and worse since he stepped on the scene. What does it take for you to gain the world and lose your soul? All it takes is for you to sign up with Empire, and not just him, a couple of others that's into the game too. Now you expect this from other races or other people to do this to your race, but you don't expect your own race to do this to their race. But I do believe Jay-Z has a part in doing things like this as well. They're learning the game. They're learning how to stay on top. They're cutting corners. They don't have to be bothered with really you making it a knot. And it's just like Bushwell Big Bill said. He said this deal that they signed you to, and he said this in the 90s. You're worth more dead to them than alive. So they don't care if you make it or not. They don't care what kind of deal you do with them. 2080, 1090, 360, 50-50. They don't care what kind of deal that you do. Because what deal if you're dead? What deal? Who gave the green light? Who gave the green light, y'all? Who gave it? And I do believe this movie deal and all of this is tied. If this man can bribe people, and he's very smart. He's very smart. If he can bribe people to sign these deals with them and pretend like he has their best interests at heart, and then you end up dead and he ends up with your masters and he ends up getting insurance money off of you. It's just like whoever sent Mo3 them messages saying you shouldn't have did that deal, you shouldn't have did this, you shouldn't have did that. And he was sitting up there bragging, talking about I make money. Well, you should have took that money that you were making and a lot of others just take some of this money that y'all making for these, these shows y'all doing. Get you some bulletproof cars. Get you some security. Stop buying all this jewelry and all these cars. You don't need 20 cars. If you stop buying all this stuff, you can invest in your own self. You can invest in your own advertisement and distribution. You can do it yourself. And you don't have to have any ties to somebody putting, what's that song? What's that song there, Yellow Beezy? Money on your head. You ain't got to worry about money on your head. Not like that. Because that's the serious money on your head. Not no 10,000 or 50,000. Them little crumbs that Josie and them got out of it, allegedly, in the shooter. The real money is them millions of dollars in insurance money that they're getting off of you. That's the real money. The real money is your masters. Old songs that you did, new releases that haven't even been released. That's where the money at. Go look up this stuff yourself. Well, I'm gonna post the majority of what I saw, and I want. Well, I know everybody gonna leave some comments, but I want you to look at the symbols. Look at the symbol and what it really means. This guy has figured out a way to get into technology. He's figured out a way to infiltrate the music companies. They're sitting back having meetings on with the CEOs of different music record labels. They're having meetings on who gonna get who. Like y'all are auctions. And it's up to them who they gonna keep. If you're good enough to be a recruiter for them to bring more people. But majority of the time when they tired of you and your time is up, your time is up. When they ready to cash in on another insurance policy. Or sell your masters back to somebody else. Or just keep them and make money off of you. This is the game. They have sitting back and studied y'all. They have studied you. They realize that you kill each other up. And they're going to make some money off of it while you're killing each other up. He going to kill him anyway. They going to kill him anyway. I might as well get something out of it. "42 Doug." When I read that story about the girl that, her little brother was shot and she went to jail for killing the person that killed her brother. When I read that story and I saw 42 Doug and Lil Baby and Yellow Beezy, I saw that as, it is what it is. They might have wanted to help, I don't know. But Yellow Beezy, I think he was trying to get clout. To be tied to another person that about it, that's out here handling their business. And he wanted to have ties to female killers. That's what I saw that as at first. But then when I look at it now, I see it as 42 Doug wanted. He wanted. It wasn't even about he wanted. Him and Yellow now is close. And that's the bottom line. 42 Doug, Yellow, and Trap, they're close. "42 Doug signed with Empire. Mo signed with Empire. And like I said, one has to go. When they sign two people that beefs, one has to go. It was easy. It was a perfect storm. And it didn't take but probably a couple of words. Y'all having problems with him? He done already signed the paperwork now. Don't nobody care about him. Was that the goal? Was that the green light? All those people all over the expressway, on the outside of the expressway, on outside of houses watching, all over the place. He did not have a chance. If he didn't have any shells in his weapon, he did not have a chance. And they made sure of it. And they made sure there wasn't nobody else going to get hurt. That he wouldn't be able to grab something and shoot back. And I do believe that's why that guy felt so at ease to run up on him the way he did. He had not a care in the world that Mo was going to do anything back to him. You talking about a female that's gang affiliated? For the love of me, I don't know why he was dealing with her. But he was that a person that felt like I can go anywhere I want to, and I'm not gonna let them stop me. But they stopped you, and they stopped your family's growth. They probably still gonna make money, but it's not the same without you. Not the same. Sign a deal, 3 to 4 months later, gone. Masters, most likely. He got on. I'm sure he got a hold on the masters. Mr. Ghazi. He has a hold on his record label now, HSM. I do believe Mo was making bad deals. I do believe Boosie was given a warning. Don't be next. This guy is plugged worldwide. And he's plugged with everybody. From Master P to 50 Cent to everybody you name is somehow tied into this one person. And everybody running around here talking about the music industry is evil. It's this, it's that. If y'all crazy enough to know what y'all know and y'all are still signing to this guy, everybody is flocking to him, I don't know what's wrong with y'all. He got y'all beefing with each other so that y'all can build clout, so that y'all can make a name for yourself. And y'all are dying. He got y'all killing each other for him to profit. And people are admitting this. They're saying this on his social media. They are going to his social media and leaving posts on his social media. Empire Records are straight snakes. They got rappers beefing and keeping up bullcrap for streams. He say that they give them leeway to do whatever they want on there. But at the same time, they're in their ear letting them know, beef sells records. Beefs put you on. Beefs is what make you. Only problem is they're not living through the beefs. And he's coming up. Anyway, I'm still digging, y'all. Still looking into some other things as well. But this is where it has taken me right now. To the record label. And boy, oh boy, y'all just, it's so many that has died. Either they are dying from drug overdoses or the majority of them is gunshot wounds. The majority. That's how they're going out. Anyway, please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And I'm going to leave some videos in the link. Excuse me. I'm going to leave some videos in the link. I am going to post up some pictures so I can get you guys talking. 'Cause it's a lot. It is a lot. I've been trying to take it easy. It's my birthday month. So I've been trying to take it easy, y'all. But I still been, being nosy and looking up some things. But the more that you look into this, the sadder it is. It's really sad that they actually have these people taking themselves out, taking their own race out. And they're getting paid off of it. They're getting paid for you all killing each other up. Anyway, please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thanks for watching, y'all. Be safe.